Hello, students, and welcome to Topic 6. Topic 6 is going to focus on ethics, and I know you all have had ethics in a class on ethics, but also other courses that have incorporated ethics into it. But this is a really important topic. It's something that we're going to be dealing with for the rest of our career. We have to make sure that we're being ethically appropriate and following any changes in the guidelines for ethics. And so this course is no different. It's going to make ethics a really important part of it. And so we have an overview on ethics. We have different websites and the codes from organizations that you're going to want to look at. So the ACA and the NAA, DAC codes. We have an article on that. We also have an article on client self-injury, which is really important to take a look at because there are definitely some reporting guidelines and stuff like that that pertains to that topic. And then also with online counseling, which is has been a growing trend anyway, but of course with some of the recent things that have been happening in our world, it's become increasingly important and necessary. So taking a look at that. This week, we again only have our 4 weekly assignments. We don't have anything extra. So we have our weekly journal to submit. We have our hour logs that we need to submit to both places, and we have our discussion questions. So for discussion 1 is talking about reimbursement with clients through like insurance and things like that. And so is it okay to kind of stretch a diagnosis to fit a client so that we can get insurance reimbursement? And so if this client has no other way to access counseling except through their insurance, but they don't quite fit into a diagnosis, is it okay to sort of exaggerate their symptoms to make sure that they get the treatment that they need? Or in some cases, maybe they have the diagnosis, but their severity doesn't seem strong enough to keep them in the level of care that you really truly feel like they need at that point. So it's a really interesting question because it definitely comes up a lot, especially with mandated treatment and substance abuse treatment and things like that. The second one is about scope of practice. And so how can we be cognizant of our scope of practice and be aware of where our limits might be? And also making sure that we're covering the scope of practice that we should be covering. And so that is it for topic 6, ethics this week. Feel free to ask me any questions, message me, let me know what's going on. But otherwise, have a great week, and you will see me again at the beginning of topic 7. Thank you.